Burger King presents Breakfast Stories. Today's story, Marty and the 2 for $4 croissant.
Yeah, I go to Burger King. They got that croissant deal, 2 for $4. It's wicked good with the sausage, dude. And 2 for $4, that is a huge bargain. Huge.
Well said, Marty. Tasty, savory, sausage on a flaky croissant. Hey, this is not breakfast. This is a Burger King breakfast. Get 2 croissant sandwiches now for just $4. Only at Burger King. Price and participation vary.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hi folks, it's Chris Daly, and it's my privilege to bring to you great Jamaicans who are doing outstanding work to make our nation proud. And we have a special person for you today. Her name is Tia Simslem. She's the latest sportswoman come out of the highly successful stable of athletes of Plymouth College, a private co-ed school in Devon, England. Tia is a fencer. She's not just a fencer. At 13, she's a championship fencer, specializing in elite, and all eyes are on her for future Olympic Games. Over the past few years, Tia has been the double British champion, came third in the under 15 in Poland, and finished the last 8 of the British Cadet Championship, and is now gearing up for the World Championship to be held in Croatia. She recently fenced in Jamaica, the home country of her mother, where she took part in a competition. She travels internationally and would like to support Jamaica. So we're going to enter into a conversation with Tia to find out a little more about her. Welcome, Tia.
Hello.
Good to have you here. Tell us a little about your Jamaican roots.
I'm Jamaican on my mum's side, and my grandma, she lives in London, but she came over here in the 60s. And my family lives in St. Anne's and Inwood, St. Catherine area.
Okay.
I still have a large family in Ocho Rios.
Wonderful. So would you get involved in this gift of fencing? It kind of reminds us of the bobsledders. What made you get involved in fencing?
Oh, my primary school is very small. We didn't have big spaces to play football and netball and hockey and all these big sports. So my headmaster was a fencer, so he set up a fencing club, which me and my brother did after school.
Wow. So were there certain role models that you looked after to kind of refine your game?
Well, when we were at a fencing club, we watched many fencing competitions, world competitions and Europeans, and I really enjoyed watching Valentina Vezzali, who's an Italian fencer who wins many of the big competitions Europeans. She's won the Olympics and she's won the World Championships.
You want to represent your native country, Jamaica. What does this mean to you?
It's such an honor because I want to be a role model for young Jamaicans and anyone who wants to try out the sport. And it's just, I want to do the best I can for them.
That's just wonderful that you have that kind of great ambition. To go to school and to still do such a demanding sport takes a lot out of you. Tell us when your typical day starts and what are some of the activities that you get involved with.
I wake up normally 6:15 or 6:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
My mum takes me to school for a fencing lesson at 10 to 8, which lasts for 40 minutes. And I get changed and then go to lesson. And during PE lessons, I have my fencing lesson because that's the only time I can do it because my coach doesn't want me to miss any of my educational lessons.
Right.
So then after that, I normally school finishes at 3:30, but sometimes I stay behind till 5 to finish my homework.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get home and I get dressed to go to fencing at 7:30, which doesn't finish until 9:30. And then when I get back home, I finish off some homework if I haven't finished it at school.
That's a pretty long day. And how many days a week you do this?
I do 3 club nights and 2 fencing lessons a week.
Wow, that's demanding schedule. For this kind of thing to happen, it takes a lot of sacrifices from your family, not just your parents, but also your brothers and sisters. Tell us a little about them and some of the sacrifices they're making on your behalf.
We're a family of 8, and I have 4 sisters and 1 brother who are all really sporty as well. So it's not just me who gets money spent on, but it tends to be more me when it's travelling. We have to make a lot of sacrifices, like seeing our friends or going to prom or parties because of travelling and the costs of travelling and food and staying over places as well.
That's incredible. So it takes a lot. You do a lot of traveling because all of the events that you have to travel all over Europe and other places to make this happen.
Yeah.
For some youngster who may be listening to you right now, give them some reason why they should consider the sport.
It's a great way to keep fit. It's very technical, and it's like playing a game of chess. It keeps you thinking and keeps you on your feet and keeps you concentrated. It can also be very sociable as well. If you have a club full of people your age or not even your age, you can just socialise with anyone when you're there.
So it's not just the physical piece of the game. There's a big mental piece to the game also.
Yeah.
All right. Describe. You usually have this net over your fence. What did it look like seeing from behind that kind of equipment?
Pardon?
Do you see well? How do you see? You usually have this garb over your face to protect your face. Yeah. How's it to see from behind that?
So you think it would be really hard to see, but actually it's quite easy because there's small little holes in the mask, but they're not small enough for the sword to go through. So it just makes it look like it's slightly darker, but you can see clearly.
Okay. Is this the weekend you head off to Poland? Tell us a little about that trip.
It was last week, actually.
It was last week. Okay.
Yeah.
How was that event?
It was a very good competition. I competed in the under 15 girls, and I'm probably one of the younger ones in it. I came 9th out of 116. Yeah, I thought I could have done better, but I'm quite happy with that result.
Okay, all right. So where are you off to next? You have an upcoming event?
I was supposed to be going to the World Championships, but I couldn't get a passport sorted out in time for the entry to be in, so I had to sadly not compete this year, but hopefully next year I'll be competing in the World Championships.
All right. For you to do all of this traveling and having such demanding schedule takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot of not just time and energy, but also take a lot of financial responsibility to do that. However, and for you to do this at this level takes a lot of support. How are people supporting you financially to make this thing happen?
At the moment, it's just mainly my parents, and we have some funding from 2 trust funds, Retail Trust and Education Trust, which is really helping me stay in school because of the school fees. I'm also on a scholarship at school, which makes it easier for me to be there and the fees for it.
God bless you for you've been having that kind of dedication to do that. If folks would like to support you, how's the best way they can do that? The folks who may be listening to this recording will probably be moved to support you. What's the best way they can support you?
I have Facebook. My name on Facebook is Tia Simslin. My dad
Do you want to spell
Facebook.
it out? Go ahead and spell your name out that people can get that.
TIA SIMMS -LY M for Mike, N for November. My dad also has Facebook as well. It's Andy, and then Lyma again. There's also Get Here to the 2020 Olympics Facebook page.
Okay.
And there's the Jamaican Fencing Federation is also on Facebook. James McBean is the head of the Fencing Federation. I think he'd be happy for people if they contact him.
Could you repeat his name again?
James McBean.
And he's with the Jamaican Fencing Federation.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. As we close, are there any final words of wisdom you have for folks here?
I'm just really grateful for anyone who's going to support me, and please just try the sport. It's a good sport to try. Jamaicans have been known for things like athletics and cricket and football, basketball and netball. But fencing's a new sport, and I think it'd be good to try it. And there's loads of sports that they can try. So it's not just fencing. Try any other sport, and then get Jamaicans on the map.
Wonderful. Thank you for your country's aspirations. Thank you for your big vision, and much success to you. And may we rally around you and be proud of you as you continue to compete for our country.
Thank you.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Boar's Head invites you to enlighten your senses. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Inspired by Japanese master chefs, our signature teriyaki glaze is crafted with garlic, ginger, and a hint of brown sugar, then paired with our tender, slow-roasted chicken breast for a flavor that's sweet, savory, remarkably bold. Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken, the bold flavor of Japan, now at the deli. Compromise elsewhere.